healthcare professionals might think that because patients are now so well informed that they're just going to receive a barrage of questions every time they have a patient enter the room. That's not typically the case. I think given the circumstances and the environment, patients usually don't say very much at all when they're sitting in front of the healthcare professional. And I think that a healthcare professional's part of the role that they have during communication is to encourage patients to potentially tell them about frequently asked questions and information that might stimulate their thinking to potential questions. In my personal experience, I've had a situation where I received a diagnosis that was a little bit unexpected when I was sitting in front of the healthcare professional. And for me, you would think, oh, well, she's quite well informed, I have a healthcare background, I would know exactly what to ask. It was completely the opposite. I froze, I just accepted the information that was given to me and then walked out. And it wasn't until I got out into the car park, I was sitting in the car and I went, actually, I should have asked about that and that and that and that, and suddenly a flood of questions, and then it's too late. I'm not in front of the healthcare professional ready to ask those things anymore. So I think typically patients too have a lot of questions when they go home and they tell their family about what happened at the doctor that day. They potentially then, their family start to stimulate questions and different thinking and a line of questioning that wasn't there at the time. So I think the idea of being barraged with questions is a myth. It's not going to happen like that. But in fact, I think we do need to encourage our patients to actually ask more questions than they currently do, to be involved in the conversation. I do think there is a role to play for healthcare practices to actually provide a service outside of the typical consultation where questions can be answered for patients. In my example that I gave, I suddenly had a whole list of questions that I should have asked when I was in the consultation, but I didn't. And so the idea of being able to have some sort of helpline that could be staffed by someone other than doctors that could take those questions, even if they can't answer them all at the same time, to be able to answer those questions and get back a sort of Q&A, if you like, of a bank of questions that could be answered quite specifically for that patient in an environment outside of the typical consultation. People can go to get a copy of my book by going to the URL, which is patientsforlifebook.com.au.